well as he on EBT. So, but also another video has surfaced, and he's talking about the type of money he made while working with Chris Brown. So we're gonna dive into that, and then we'll give our thoughts. All right. So let's go ahead and lock in.
I'm singer-songwriter Kevin McCall, and I blew the hell out of that.
I want to put them close up your body like a banana.
Chris Brown called me and like, look, this song is doing real good. We about to do a video. I only got a check for $10,000 at that time. Spent that up in no day. Tried to get a whip, some dumb shit. But when I finally got a check for Deuces that was over 6 figures, I opened that mug up. It was like, I ain't never seen nothing over $10,000 in my life. So when I saw 100 and something thousand, I'm like, I looked at my cousin, I just closed it. I got scared. I didn't even get happy. I'm like, well, I'm going to put this shit. Didn't know what to do with it. Didn't know where to start. The most I had ever paid for rent at the time was like $300. It took me almost losing my family to realize, okay, something's not right. I had a 4-bedroom house in Woodland Hills, and my child's mom had to pay the rent. I'm thinking I'm broke, not knowing I got checks coming from here to here, on this tax ID number, all these things that I'm more familiar with now. And if I knew them then, I probably could have saved my family, but I knew I blew the bag when I had to move back into my parents' house for like a week. Just that whole time period was the most embarrassing time. I almost crumbled to the pressure, and then one of them royalty checks came in again. Praise the Lord. Another little $10,000 or something just to get me back started. I got me an apartment. Then I lost that apartment. I was back on my grandmother's couch again. I had to really sit back and say, okay, well, where's the money coming from? How do I get paid? How do I manage that to where I could survive? I blew a bag, but like they say, you're never a millionaire until you lose your.
I see why you on EBT. I see why you on EBT. I see why you on EBT, big dog. And the reason is you didn't know how to manage your money properly. And that's typically a lot of Americans. To be 100% honest with you, a lot of people don't know how to manage their money properly. A lot of people don't understand how to invest their money. A lot of people don't, and it was myself included too. So I'm not taking myself out of that situation. I was a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Until I figured out a better way of doing things. And so that way I can keep more money instead of me spending more money. I was figuring out how to keep my money, right? And how my money can actually work for me. Make sure you go get that ebook, Earn While You Save. Link is in the description. I'm telling you, it's going to teach you the basics and the things that I've learned and how I'm implementing. All right. But this is what typically happens when you talk about athletes, when you talk about entertainers. They come to a bag that they never had before, and instantly they just say, look, bro, I got to blow this shit. You know, your pockets, as my parents used to say, your pockets are itching. When you itching to spend something, your pockets are itching. You just burning a hole in your pocket right now. That money that you see in your pocket, or in this case, that credit card or that debit card, that money is burning a hole in your pocket. So you just want to spend it. You want to spend it. Now, what I would personally do now with the things that I know now, if I come up on a huge bag like that, first things first. I'm going to invest back into myself. Meaning, I'm going to take my money and put it in the spot where I know my money can grow, that I know is safe, and my money going to continue to keep giving me residual income. I'm going to make my money, and it's going to grow over time because I'm thinking about the long play, right? That's the first thing. Second thing I'm going to do is, depending on how much debt you in, I will focus on paying off the debt. Focus on paying off the debt next. Like, all right, boom, let's pay off as much as we can with this debt. Can we pay off everything? Can we pay off everything and still have money left over? We can. Bet. Let's take this money. Boom. Let's throw this debt out. Let's get this debt out the way. That's the second thing I'm doing. Lastly, depending on how much you got left over, if you still got a significant amount of money left over, you didn't bury yourself in debt. What I then would do, I would take a certain amount. Because listen, I would be unrealistic if I were to sit here and say, no, bro, you need to save all of it. No, you need to get the shit out your system. So what you're going to do? You're going to take a piece of that money that's significant enough to where you can go ball the fuck out. You can go buy what the hell you want to buy. You can go spend the money that you want to spend on. You can trick off for a fucking day or so. So that way you can get that shit out your motherfucking system. Do as much as you can with the type of money you have, and the rest of it, you keep. The rest of it, you fucking keep. And whatever miscellaneous things that you need to take care of, you can take care of that with that money. Or you take the remaining amount that you have and you put it into an account that's going to continue to help you build and grow that money while you continue to work and get to a bigger bag. That's what should be going on. And so the things that I'm learning, and see, this is why 2026 is going to be different for me. 2026 is going to be different. We've already started the train in 2024. We're carrying it through 2025. 2026 is where it's going to be different, right? Because now we're coming up on taxes. What do most people do? Let's be 100% realistic about this. What do most people do? Most people take that money, then they go and splurge it. They go and buy some stupid shit. They're going to buy shit that they don't need. They're going to buy all the shit that they want or that they were thinking about that they don't necessarily need, but they'll convince themselves and justify the fact that they need to buy this certain thing, but they don't need it. They just want it. And so then you're going to spend this money. You thinking that money's going to last you a long time. Next thing you know, that 10 bands that you just got, now you only got 1,000 left. And you're like, well, all this fucking money was because you went shopping. You bought all this miscellaneous shit that you know you didn't need that you probably ain't gonna use in the next month. You still gotta pay some bills. If you're smart enough, you pay some of your debt down, some of the bills that are the smallest that you can just get rid of in one lump sum. That's what you should have been doing. You decided to do a little bit of extra splurging. You didn't invest your money at all, so therefore you ain't keeping the money. You're not letting your money work for you. So now you are just blowing your money. You basically just putting it in the toilet and flushing it down. That's all you pretty much doing. You're not doing anything with it. And you're going on these expensive restaurant dates because, oh, I deserve it. I worked my ass off this year. Or for most of y'all who got kids, like, oh, these kids ran me crazy. I deserve to go and spend time and splurge on myself. Rightfully so, you do. But understand, make sure you take care of the things that you need to take care of for to make sure that you don't blow all your money. And that way you can have money continue to keep working for you. And so that way on the long term, when you come across some more money, you know what to do. Now, like, all right, I'm going to take this big ass chunk. I'm going to put it over here in this space because this is where the money's going to work for me. And we're going to continue to run this bag up over here without me having to necessarily focus on it because this is long term over here. Then I can focus on taking a small amount, a significant amount out for myself. So that way I can enjoy the things that I want to enjoy. And so that shit won't be burning a hole in my pocket because I know I got a huge bag in my pocket right now and I know I can go blow it. You take a significant amount out so that way you can go enjoy yourself. You make sure you pay as much debt off as you possibly can. And then you straight. So now you're killing 3 birds with one stone. You're killing 3 birds with one stone. And especially, nigga, if I'm $100,000, do you under $100,000, bro? $100,000. And I get it. A lot of y'all coming out of here talking about, well, man, you don't understand because you ain't from the hood, bro. You don't understand what it's like to not come from a place where you didn't grow up with a silver spoon in your mouth. Bro, we out here struggling and living life, bro. It's oodles and noodles, bro. Like, you don't understand that shit. And mind you, I don't understand it. And I'm not gonna sit here and fake as if I do understand it, because I don't. But what I do understand is that money works the way money works, regardless if you poor, middle class, or rich. Money works the same way, and you can figure things out, and you can figure out how to get to a bigger bag. If you start thinking in the future as well as in the present, your future is going to be set for you. But if you continue worrying about what you used to eat, how things used to happen, because mind you, here's something that's going to blow your fucking mind. With all the struggling that you had to do, you still made it through. So, what is it to hurt you to say, you know what? I'm in a fucked up place right now. I know I got this $100,000. I know how it can change everybody's life. But how long will it last me if I go and blow all of this shit right now? I had fun temporarily. I had fun for a couple of months. $100,000 ain't enough to last you because you got all this extra shit that you want to do. So you're gonna blow that money within the matter of months. That's a fact. You're gonna blow it within the matter of months. Look at Kevin McCall. Look at what he just did. Bought a house, had to get taken out of it. Bought an apartment, had to go back to his grandmother's house. And all the other miscellaneous shit that he had to pay for. So if you take a step back, and this is the things that I do, and mind you, this is me talking to me too, y'all. I want y'all to understand that because I get caught up in that shit sometimes too. It's like, damn, I just came across this big ass lump sum. You know what? I can go do this. I can go do that. Shit, to be honest with you, I can do this too. But then I think about it. I'll say, okay, are we thinking short term or are we thinking long term? That $2,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 or $50,000 or $100,000, whatever the case may be, I can probably double or triple that shit if I put it into this investment account over here and let that money work for me instead of me going to blow it. And so then the profit that I make over here in this investment account, I can take out the profit and I can go do whatever the fuck I want to do with it because that's just profit. But my money's still working for me even if I take money out of it. That's Patreon level game. But I ain't going into detail with it. All right. Again, go and get the Earn While You Save ebook. Link is in the description. Now I got this 100,000. All right, bet. I'm thinking long term because I don't want to be in this position again. I know the pain. I know the suffering that I went through. I don't want to eat oodles and noodles, but I can survive on oodles and noodles. I can survive another year on oodles and noodles. I know it's going to be tempting. I know it's going to be easy to just say, you know what, I got this money in this account over here, man. I can easily just go in and dip in for $20 and go and pay for this meal that I always wanted. You could, but don't. The reason being because you do it the first time, then you're going to continue to keep justifying why you should go in and get another 20. Then you're going to get another 20. You're like, you know what, man? Nah, fuck that. Let me get this 50. Boom, you're going to get 50 out. Mind you, you ain't putting no money back into the account. You just constantly taking out. All right, good. Let me get this 50. Damn, man, you know what? This shit just came up. I'm really trying to do that. Fuck it, bro. Like, I'm straight, bro. Let me take this 200 out. Boom. You blew that money up. You enjoyed your time. The boys want to go out. Well, shit, the boys want to go out, man. Listen, I'm trying to stunt. I ain't never went out and stunned like that before. How much I got? You looking at your account. How much I got in there? Damn, I got a smooth 90,000. I ain't gonna miss 10 bands though, bro. Like, nigga, I just want to enjoy my time. I want to go out and be able to have some fun, bro. Man, fuck, I'm gonna take this 10 bands out, man. Fuck it, I'll make it up some way. I'm gonna take this 10 bands out. And you constantly are taking money and you're not putting it back. And eventually, within the next couple of months, you're broke again. And you're like, where the fuck did all this money go? Now you pissed off at yourself. Now you up here talking about you depressed and shit. You up here crying and all that extra shit when you could have been thinking long term and all that money that you invested that you should have never taken out would have grown over the course of 5 to 10 years while you're still working. Mind you, you're still working, you're still grinding, you're still making checks from all these other places, this residual income from other areas. You could have still took that money and invested some of it and then use whatever small amount that you needed to pay for the things that you needed to pay for and buy the things that you needed to buy. But you don't, because you want to flirt. You want to flaunt for everybody else. You want to flaunt for the Jones. And now you're broke. That's what typically happens. That's what typically happens, bro.
First million.
But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Am I off on that? Am I tripping? Like, do y'all believe that most Americans tend to do this when they come across a lot of money? They end up blowing it because they don't know how to manage their money properly. Do you agree with me or not? Let me know in the comments.